That's to pay homage to all the COVID-19 victims, paramedics, doctors, first responders, nurses, police officers, firemen, everybody. We're all innocent. Everybody around the world, we're innocent. We're all innocent. But anyway, this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Today's Friday. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend. Nobody gives a shit because they're all unemployed. But anyway, today I'm drinking a little bit of water. We're all unemployed. Nobody's working. What's going on? Nothing but the COVID-19. Every day it says more and more people. This is the record. This is the record. This is the record. I think it's like 1,500 a day or something like that dies of COVID-19. And I don't know if there's ever going to be an end to it or not. It's just nuts. But the elections, that's even getting more crazier. How you doing? Aloha. Yeah, it's getting really bad, man. Yeah, I'm not for sure if they're decreasing or not. It's hard to say, because I don't believe the news. I honestly don't. And honestly, I don't know anybody that's died from COVID-19. I met this one person on the internet. She said that she had it. She's a family health care person or something like that in Idaho Falls. And she says she's got it. But other than that, I don't know anybody that's got it or anybody that's died from it or anything. But it's getting to be a pain in the ass. So I got somebody from Hawaii and somebody from Canada. So that's great. But it's kind of funny no, she's not my daughter. She met me like on the internet. She saw some of my Beatrice videos, and she wanted me to be friends with her on Facebook. And I don't become friends with people on Facebook until I talk to them in person or video chat. And she sent me a message, and I said, "Give me a call." Boom. She called me in less than 5 seconds, man. The phone was ringing right then. And then we became friends, and but she's not my daughter, no. She's a good person. She lives in the Netherlands, and she enjoys living in the Netherlands. She wants me to go over there to see her. Said I doubt if I'll ever make it. I'm poor, and she's about as rich as I am. She's poor too. That's what's good about the internet. Free entertainment. Yeah, I know meth heads are everywhere, man. It's sad. Hello, how you doing? The dude's from Belgium, I think. Belgium, man. You're from Belgium, correct? So that's good. So hopefully everybody's doing fine. I'm trying to remember everybody's name and what they're doing. But yeah, meth is everywhere. It is sad. It is sad. But that's how I met Chandy because of my meth head videos. That's how I met a lot of people. That's how I started this live cast or whatever. Because people just kept asking me the same questions over and over and over again. And I thought, well, I'll just start this and get this shit settled. And then when I started going live, I couldn't read. Yeah, Belgium. That's great. Hopefully everybody's doing good there. Yeah, see, 800 a month for rent in Hawaii. That's pretty cheap, really. It is, and but it's hard to make ends meet. I know it is. It's crazy, and everything's going to go up. Like today, I'm going to have. I had what was it called? A rash from eating spaghetti. So I'm having spaghetti squash today. I grew some squash, and I'm going to have that for lunch. But yeah, the food supplies and stuff like that, and rent's going up. Groceries are going up. People can't afford the light bill. Rent lights should be free all over the world. Everybody should have free energy. Everybody. There's no reason why we don't have free energy. The reason why is the electric companies are greedy. The uh, is it increasing? It says it is. They say it is. Um, but it's hard to say. Like Sturgis, I was watching a thing on Sturgis in South Dakota. The mayor um, He kept the town open. Sturgis is open. I don't know if it's going to spread or not, but in South Dakota, Sioux Falls, I guess it was, that's where some of the meat producing plants got it really bad, like 60 or 80 people or some ungodly amount. Everybody came down with COVID-19, you know. But I don't know if it's going down. I don't trust the news. I honestly don't. I'm pretty cynical about everything anymore. I'm pretty cynical about everything, you know. And that's sad to be that way. But times are going to be getting hard. I hate to see the generations that are coming up now. See, what's weird is when I started this going live, I figured I was going to talk to people my age. And most of them are millennials, between 30 and 45. Almost all my viewers or whatever are in that age group. And those are the people that I wanted to talk bad about. And those are my audience. But that's kind of funny. But it's going to be sad for the people that are growing up now. The kids that are growing up, they're going to be scared all the time. There's nothing like a new norm, the new norm, the new norm. Don't fall for that bullshit. Go back to the old ways, Don't fall for the new norm because it's crazy. I don't even like going out. Going to the grocery store, you have to follow the arrows, stuff like that. 6 feet distancing, wear a mask. And see, May 1st, that's when they opened everything back up. In this county, on May 1st, there was only 20 cases of COVID-19, 20 cases. Now I think there's 580, let's see, May, June, July, August. 3 months later, that's how fast it spread here. But at the time, May 1st, when they opened everything up, we only had 20 cases here. And it just skyrocketed. But the elections are so stupid. I'm not going to vote. Trump, Trump's shooting off his mouth as he usually does. He's not going to change, so don't even think about it. In Hawaii, they're increasing, yeah. See, that's what's weird. I don't see a stop to it. I think things have to close. In Australia, that's what they do. They shut down a whole city at one time. They had 2 cases, and they shut the whole freaking city down. Nobody in, nobody out on the streets. And maybe that's what we're going to have to do. Shut everything down, make sure everybody's got enough food and water, and shut down even the processing plants, food production and stuff like that, till this is over with. The bad thing about it, it's man-made, and it's made to kill people. That's all it is, just made to kill people. And it's doing a pretty good job. I know. Yeah, same here. The kids are going to school here the 24th of this month, I think. And I don't think they should at all. That's too crazy. You can learn everything on a computer. Computer. It's a god. It's with a small g. The computer's a small god. I think it's a bad idea. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea for the kids to go to school too. They need to learn, how to read and write and arithmetic and all that stuff. But still, they can learn it on a computer. They can still pay attention, give them a half an hour on, 10, 15 minutes off, come back on, do it again, make sure that they're doing their studies and stuff like that. But I don't think they should go to school, I honestly don't. I said that like 10 years ago. People would call and ask for donations for the school teachers because they're not making enough. And I told the people, you better get ready because your job's going to be eliminated one of these days. There's not going to be such thing as a school teacher. Same with truck drivers, That's kind of sad. We all got to learn how to survive, A cheap way, because before, everybody went on, not everybody, a lot of people went on vacations, different things like that. It's going to be hard to go from state to state now, or even catch a plane, See, I have a family friend here. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They're not doing their homework. How you doing, Justin? I'm doing pretty good. Damn, it hit outside. Is it hot outside? Probably is. That's another thing too. We're gonna have to worry about the uh, climate change. Global warming or whatever you want to call it. It is happening. It is happening. There's no doubt about it. It's because of the combustible engines and the polarized caps are freezing. Thawing off. And if that ever happens, every day is going to be 115, 120 on the average. Every day, no matter where you're at, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. So it's going to be sad for the generations that are coming up on the planet Earth. And then there's crime everywhere. Meth heads. That's all they want to do is just do drugs and stuff like that. And then there's politicians that are going to lie to you. They're going to say they're going to do this, going to do that. Corruption in the police force. It's sad. It's sad. And I don't know how to change it. I have a lot of good ideas for free energy and stuff like that, but people have to change their thoughts and think about God and think about stuff like that. But there's a lot of evil people, I guess, or must be evil people. They want to hurt people. They want to take their property away from them and stuff like that. Yeah, and I don't know why people even want to commit suicide, because all it does is cause problems for the people that they leave behind. I know life is hard at times, but there's a lot of people worse off than that. But the suicide rate here, it's getting up too. And the thing is, people want stuff. They just want it, and they want it, and they want it. They really don't need it. You think, do I want it, or do I need it, or do I have to have it, or whatever? You can go a few more days, just a few more days. That's the thing. We don't need to panic. You don't panic, Got to stay calm and cool and collected. As soon as you start panicking, that's when things really go bad. He's in Canada, I'm sorry. But the thing about Canada, too, they don't have handguns there, but you can also commit suicide no matter what, Slit your wrist, hang yourself, or whatever. Yeah, I should speed this up for the people that are typing, but I slowed it down because just in case you get what are those things called? Bots or whatever, they just keep going on and on and on and won't let people type. So I slowed it down so it's not your phone or your computer, it's on my side. But I'm glad people are starting to watch. I'm trying to help people out. It's kind of strange that it's the millennials. Those are the people I was going to talk bad about. I was going to talk bad about everybody, but I hate to see the millennials too. It's sad. The video games. A lot of them had played video games, stuff like that, and they want and they want and they want too. Everybody wants something. And they see stuff on TV, and they see the reality TV. That's not reality. All that is staged. Everybody has a script. It's not real reality TV. But yeah, this has cost trillions and trillions of dollars, and I don't know where the money's coming from. They're just printing that shit off, and it's going to happen even again. It's going to happen even worse. They're going to have to come up with another virus again, more than likely, because that's what it says in the Bible. 1/3 will die from pestilence, and that'll be, what is it, like 2 billion people? Yeah, we need to go back to the old ways. We honestly do. It doesn't matter what color you are. You know, that's stupid. That is like the stupidest thing I've ever heard on. Being prejudiced against your skin, that, that doesn't make sense to me. I can't comprehend that. People are people, But yeah, we need to go back to the old ways, man. But I started seeing this stuff in the '90s. Stuff started changing, and people started their attitudes. Uh, oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's where he's from. He's right there. He's from Ontario, I think. I'm not Ontario. What am I saying? Toronto. But yeah, kids nowadays, they don't know anything, and they think it's normal to be like this. It's not. It's not normal. And I saw that in the music. Um, I saw that in the music when the music started changing. To rap, to grunge, to um, like Limp Bizkit, break something and stuff like that. I noticed people started changing then. In the '90s, and it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. And the rap music too. A lot of people believe that that shit was real. Which it's not. Because all the gangsters straight out of Compton, stuff like that. Cube and Dre and those guys. And as soon as they got money, they left Compton. It's all just bullshit. People are lying to you. People are lying, and it's sad, sad. They get a lot of money, and people want money, and money's not real. Money's not real. Everybody wants some, but nobody has it. And even if you do have it, you don't have enough. What kind of work do you do in Hawaii? Because there is mainly like a lot of tourists and stuff. I need to find my newspaper I got from Honolulu Times or something like that. Right on the front page. I know they are. Yeah, they want to be gangsters, but they're not gangsters. They're just freaking idiots. They're just morons. That's what's sad. Crime pays right now because get a defense lawyer, they get you out on probation. So, and drugs, it's stupid to be doing drugs. I've done drugs in my life. I spent a lot of money on drugs and stuff like that. But I try to stay away from the bullshit. I never try to steal or overspend on drugs or whatever, stuff like that. But everybody, that's the thing. They get up in the morning and they're not working, so they have to hustle, they have to rip off, they have to steal, whatever, to get $20 to get them a fix of heroin or cocaine or methamphetamine or, Oxycontin or whatever the fuck they do. And that's just stupid. Yeah, nobody cares about anybody anymore. They don't. They don't care for anybody. Well, I always want to have a good time. And they don't really know how lucky they are, in the society that we live in. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. And I'm just scared of the churches. That's what I'm afraid of. The religions and stuff like that. And people fall for religion. And, they're being lied to right then. But really, when I was in Canada, the people in Canada were pretty nice. But the laws are different. They don't have guns. I don't think they have pistols at all. And I'm kind of against that. I think you should have the right to bear arms here in the United States. I know they just want money, and people fall for it. People fall for it because the heads of the churches. Yeah, I know. The heads of the churches, they're living in mansions and they're eating great. And some of these people are barely struggling along, and they think if they give money to these churches, God's going to bless them or whatever. They're being lied to, man. It's sad. It's sad. Like right now, it is the apocalypse. It is, honest to God. Four horsemen of the apocalypse. Political, educational, monetary, religion. It's all fake. All of it's fake. And I don't know how people fall for it. I don't know how they do that. It's senseless. It's like, don't believe me, don't believe this guy or any other guy. You do your own research, your own facts and stuff. Learn what's going on. But we need to get away from the GMOs too. I know they are game shows. And people watch them on Sundays or whatever. They're doing it on the net. And see, like around here, it's Mormons. In Hawaii, it's Mormons too. In Oahu, we We went past the temple and all that. But the thing is, just say, okay, it's supposed to be like 15 million strong. The Mormon Church is supposed to be 15 million strong. Okay, just take 1 million of those. Okay, 1 million of them gives 10% of their earnings, plus they give their time and stuff like that. Just think of how much good they could do. 1 million people, how much good they could do, besides give it to the Mormon Church. But that's in all churches, you know. It's sad, it's sad. I know they give out food and stuff like that, but they also live pretty high. Most of them do. You know, there's good, honest, decent ministers and preachers out there. There is. But you just follow the money. That's when you know that they're evil. You know, just follow the money and see where the money's going. You know, when the minister says, I need a $24 million jet so I can preach the gospel. No, that's stupid. And people are lining up to give them money, you know, and they believe it. They honestly believe it. And sometimes they do. They put people in the audience to make it look like a carnival, like a show and stuff like that. And everybody has spirits, no matter what. You know, it'll make you feel good. It's not just in church. It's like watching a movie or sporting event when your best team's ahead, or your wife's having a baby. You know, there's always good feelings in your body. It's not just the church, you know. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I know it's a cult. It's bad, bad. See, around here, they rule the city. They rule the town, most of them. Right here, we got mainly Catholics, if you're Hispanic, if you're white, LDS, Mormon people. Yeah, I don't believe in either religion. I don't believe in the Catholics, and I don't believe in the Mormons. Both of them are cults, both of them, you know. Like right now, we are in the Revelations. Everything will be revealed. You would not believe the stuff that the Catholic Church has, you know, that they've stole from people over the years, like during the Dark Ages and stuff. If you weren't a Catholic, they would kill you, you know. And then they went to South America and stuff like that, and made all the people that believed in, yeah, everything's getting exposed. It needs to get exposed. That's what it is. Revelations right now, it needs to be to reveal. That's a good thing about the net. People can check into it and make sure it's real, you know. You don't have to take my advice or say, do what I say. Take a look into it and do your own research. That's a good thing. I know that's too weird, you know. Oh, you've been to the Vatican? Oh, wow. Yeah. See what's weird too. I don't know if this is true. Like I tell you this, I've told you guys this 100 times. Okay, like your ABCs, I've told this 100 times. ABC, you add six to each letter. You spell computer, it adds up to 666. You know, there's a lot of things that are 666. So like if the like even this, you know, these are all 666. Everything you buy and sell, 666. But they say the Pope on his hat, he's got a word on there. I don't know what it is. It's in Greek. I can't read it, whatever it is. But if you take the Roman letters, the numbers and stuff, and you add it up, it'll add up to 666. You know, whatever he has on that hat that he wears, the Pope. It's kind of strange. And the Mormon Church, it has the Pentagon of Satan on them. Like the one in Nauvoo, one of the very first temples they made. Yeah, it's the mark of the devil, yeah. But you cannot buy or sell without the mark. Like the very first computer Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs made, put it out, they made it for $250. They sold it for $500, but when it went out for retail, it was $666.66. The very first personal computer. But if you do that, you know, it's the mark of the beast. If you do your, it's the Latin in the Catholic. But if you do ABC, you add six to each letter, spell the word computer, use this as a code or whatever, it adds up to 666. But I think I've heard that. I don't know if it's Latin, you know, But the Roman numerals, like X and V and L and I, they add up to a number. I'm in the 1111 club. I don't know if you know what that is. 1111. Anybody ever heard of that? Okay, I'm in that club, and it's weird because you can't join it or whatever. Okay, you always see 1111. Like some people see numbers all the time. I saw 1111. I've been in it for like 20 years. When I first got into the 1111 club, it's weird. I used to get chills on my body, goosebumps, because I'd see 1111 all the time. 1111. But then I found out it's a guardian angel. Whenever I see it now, I just smile and laugh and know that somebody's protecting me. But numerology, yeah, in a way I am, in a way I'm not. But there's a lot of codes and numbers and stuff like that out there. It's in plain sight that people don't know, that people don't know at all. And they see it every day. See, it's like even on the $1 bill, the Latin word or Greek word or whatever it is underneath the all seeing eye. If you know what it is, it's everything's numbered. It's a new world order. And the reason why they put it on the $1 bill, because no matter how rich or how poor you will be, you'll have a dollar bill. Let's see. Yeah. There's a lot of symbolism in Mormons, a lot of symbolism in Catholics, a lot of symbolism in devil worshiping and stuff. See, like the Catholics or whatever, you say 666 or whatever the hell it is. You watch how they bless themselves, or they go like this. They go like that. It's supposed to be like this. But if they're having their hands like this, it's three sixes, 666. Same with the Illuminati. Some people say it's okay or whatever, but you can see three sixes, 666. But if you see somebody that blesses themselves or bless somebody, they'll touch their head like this. They'll touch their thumb and their their index finger, go like that. And it's 666. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, there's a lot of symbols and stuff like that. A lot of weird stuff, that we see every day that we don't realize it. Yeah, money is, it's fake. Money's fake. But if you do look at the $1 bill, it's a $1 bill. It'll say New World Order, underneath that, it's in Latin or something like that. Underneath the all seeing eye. Yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff on the dollar bill. I don't know why they put that shit on there. Yeah, a lot of symbolism. A lot. But even like in Hawaii, they even have tiki gods and stuff like that. One for luck, one for love, one for happiness, I think it is. But there's only one God. There's only one God. I believe in God for sure. And I don't believe in religion, but I believe in church. Like they say that there's only one true church. It's a church of God. No matter what religion you are. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's kind of strange. But I think there's only like one true church. It doesn't matter if you're Jehovah's Witness, Catholic, or even living in Hawaii and believe in the tiki gods or whatever. If you believe in God, that's the Church of God. There's only one true church. The rest of it is just bullshit. The religions and stuff. It's crazy. Because how could a church protect pedophiles? Instead of going to the police, they cover it up. So that's not a church. And most of them have done that. Like right now, they're advertising lawyers for the Boy Scouts of America. Yeah. They're advertising Boy Scouts of America to be, they got $1.5 billion or something like that set aside for people that's been molested in the Boy Scouts. And most of that was people out of the Mormon church. Most of it was, because around here, the scout leaders and the people that do that are people in the Mormon church. And that's who funded the church for the longest time, funded the Boy Scouts of America, and they were protecting pedophiles, and that's not a true church. Same with the Catholics, like if a priest or something like that gets caught molesting a kid, they don't turn him into the police. They transfer him somewhere else, and that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. That's not a true church, and it's scary, I know stuff that's happened here in Burley that yeah, see, churches good in a way, but not religion. Church is good. Some people need church. Like you said, you stop going. Maybe you need it for fellowship, or maybe you need it for food. Somebody would help you out with the food, or maybe you even want to donate your 10% of your tithings to the church. That's fine. But the thing is, the religion, when they start making you feel guilty and stuff like that, that's bad, Yeah. But people fall for it. That's why they feel guilty. Yeah, they're scammers too. All of them are, man. All of them. Scientologists or whatever the hell you want to talk about. They're all scammers, All they want is money, And they want to make you feel guilty that you don't give money, you don't give your time. And if you check into their traditions or whatever, you start checking them out, they think you're an apostate. But see, God gives you free will, okay? You should be able to check into everything. Like the Mormons, it's called the second anointing. A lot of people don't know that. But it's the wife blesses the husband, It's all about the money in the end. Yeah, you just follow the money. Just follow the money. But anyway, the wife blesses the husband, and she becomes kind of like a priest or something like that. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, it's the second anointing. When you go through that, all your sins are forgiven, past, present, and future. You're guaranteed a free ride to the highest level of heaven in the Mormon church. It's called the second anointing. Check it out. See, that's the thing. People need to know about this stuff. It's the people that's been in the church that get out. They've been up there for a while, and that's how this stuff comes to knowledge, And it's going to be revealed. Everything's going to be revealed. Control, control, control. Yeah, it's all control, See, here, I'm being watched by the Mormon church because around here there's a lot of Mormons, and they're watching. And the Mormons here, they want to tell on other Mormons. I don't know why, but they want to tell. They ain't going to do nothing to me because I'm not working, So I don't work for a Mormon, or I don't go to church. I don't believe in that shit, So they can't do nothing to me. But they still will watch. But the thing is, they need to watch the higher ups. Wise guy Tim. Am I a wise guy? I don't know. I could be. But the thing is, they watch and they tell. Yeah. They don't watch me personally, but they're watching my podcast and stuff like that because they know I'm talking bad about them. And see, this is what I want them to do. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying, I'm not bearing false witness against thy neighbor. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you guys to be aware of false prophets, I'm not putting down the people in the church. I'm putting down the leadership, And the Mormons do that no matter what. Around here, they do. They have people that actually watch videos and stuff that says bad things about the church and stuff, for reals. Most of them do. Like even Jehovah's Witnesses, they'll tell on each other, It's kind of crazy. And what's funny is the Catholics, you can go to a confession, you can tell your sins to this guy, and your sins are going to be forgiven. Well, just go to the people that's been in the church that's got out. Okay. There's a guy named the New Caribou. He's still around. Okay, I named him Sir David. This other guy named him the Bard. Okay, he's out of Salt Lake. He's been in the church for 50 years or more. And he knows, it's called like web crawlers or whatever like that. He's been in there. He'll tell you the secrets about that. It's called the New Caribou. He's an old dude. He's fucking crazy as hell, man. But he's pretty cool. He tried to commit suicide, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times. He doesn't do his podcast anymore, go live. But his older videos, you can go in there and he'll tell you. He's been in the church, what's going on, He says that people in the church watch stuff about the people that are downgrading the church or whatever. I'm not downgrading it. I'm not bearing false witness against thy neighbor. I'm telling you to beware of false prophets. And they'll tell you in their church, don't go to this site, don't do this, don't do that. That's how I know. But yeah, I gave him the name Sir David the Bard. Not the Bard, but Sir David. Somebody else gave him the name the Bard. Because I knighted him. He got out of the Mormon church after 50 years. And I've talked to him on the phone before. He's a pretty cool old dude. But he's nuts, man. He's fucking crazy. But yeah, watch his videos. The New Caribou. And there's other, the New Name Noah, something like that. Watch him. He went into all the temple services and stuff like that and put them on the internet. But that's how I know. I don't know if it's called Mormon Talk or Mormon Speak or Mormon stuff like that. They'll tell you that the Mormons are watching the people that are bad-mouthing the Mormons. That's how I know. From the people that's been in the church. Yeah. So what kind of work do you do, Kevin? What do you do? Maybe he left. I don't know. But yeah, it's nuts. The times are changing. The politics here in the United States, it's just stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. A lot of people donate for their political elections or whatever it's called. They donate. Oh, he's a bus driver, or used to be a bus driver. Oh yeah, you told me that. Drove school buses. So they have cameras on the school buses now? Because are the kids pretty good? Pretty good kids? Do they have cameras on the school buses there? You worked at a gym before? See, that's what's strange too. Like when I was in Canada training with the Canadian Army, everything was, yeah, there are cameras. McCain's, there's a lot of McCain's in Canada. We have a McCain's here for potato processing plant here named McCain's. But in the Canadian Army, all the food, it seemed like most of it anyway, 80 or 90% of it came from McCain's. And they're out of Canada. Pretty good quality products. I had no complaints about it. But it's kind of strange that they could have a monopoly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. I know that. That's nuts, man. And they get upset with me. I tell them I won't date a Mormon, and they tell me that I'm prejudiced. And then I tell them, Mormons sometimes won't date other people out of their religion. Mormons will date Mormons, and that's it. And they don't see anything wrong with it. They go, no, that's okay because that's a religion. And I say, well, I won't date a Mormon. And they say, well, you're prejudiced. You're prejudiced. I say, what's the difference? You can have it your way, but you can't have it my way. You can see it the way that they do, because a lot of Mormons won't date other people besides Mormons because they're taught that. Have a bunch of kids, that way they can be in a cult and they can grow up and pay tithings and blah, 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 But yeah, if you watch Mormon stories, those are stories that people got out of the church. They've been in there a long time and they cry. They cry because at first, okay, most of their family and friends are all Mormons. They're having a good time, doing a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I know. That's what's weird. That's what's bad. You can't bear arms in Canada. See, I worked for the Canadian Customs, and they check for pistols and stuff like that going in, big time. I think you can have rifles, but you can't have pistols. I'm not for sure. But anyway, Mormon stories. Watch Mormon stories. And that guy that does it, he's from Boise, Idaho. Not too far from where I live. And anyway, no machine guns. Yeah. Really, we shouldn't have machine guns. That's all. It's only made to kill people. And anyway, they wanted to know why people were leaving the church. So he started a podcast finding out why people were leaving the church. He'd interview them and put on the net. And people started watching it, and they saw how people were leaving, and they were correct because the church was a lie. Because everything in the Book of Mormon's a lie, except for the plagiarism that they took from the Bible. But it's all a lie. It's all a lie. See, really, Mexico, for the firearms there, they're not supposed to have firearms either. It's supposed to be outlawed. But there's guns everywhere in Mexico. It's like Fast and the Furious. We gave machine guns and stuff like that to drug dealers to follow them, and they couldn't trace them. That's so stupid. But the thing is, I don't have a problem with right to bear arms. Like, I live by myself. I have cameras now. Cameras are cheap. I can see anybody coming. I don't have security cameras. I have surveillance. And I live by myself. I have guns just in case I actually have to have them. But I don't go out. I don't go hunting. I don't shoot. But they did have a mass shooting in Toronto, I think, a few years back, didn't they? Somebody went nuts and open fired like they did here in the United States. See, that's what I'm afraid of too. A lot of people are going to start doing that shit, and that's so stupid too. Because innocent people, you don't even know who they are, and then they open fire on them. Past my nap time. I usually take a nap right after this. Getting old. I'm gonna have lunch though. But I've been babbling on long enough. I think. But anyway, this is Fat Man at Noon. Oh, it was last year, was it Toronto that they had a shooting? See, that happens very rarely in other countries. Like in England or Canada or Australia or stuff like that. But in the United States, it's nuts. Chicago has more killings per day in their city than we do in Idaho and the whole state. Every day there's a shooting in Chicago. And they need to fix that problem. Every day in every big city there's shootings. Some of us from video games, a lot of us from drugs. They're so stupid. They think drugs are valuable, which they're not. The drugs are really coming out of China. China's making a lot of fentanyl, shipping it over to Mexico, and Mexico's bringing it up, distributed it all through the United States. I'm having, today I'm just going to have some vegetables and stuff like that. Spaghetti, squash, potatoes, and corn, and some rice, and some water. But it's going to be like a vegetarian lunch. I usually don't do that. I'm not a vegetarian, but today I'm going to do. Yeah, people just snap, man. That's the thing. There's going to be a lot of disgruntled people, I guess, disgruntled. What's it called? They got pushed over the edge. Everybody has a snapping point. Everybody has a snapping point. That's like me when I was driving. I knew I had to get out of driving. I knew because I didn't want to snap. And there's a lot of pressure and stuff like that on people. And if they don't know when to get out, they will snap. They will snap. And it's sad because everybody has a breaking point. And I do. I listen to Alex Jones. I've listened to Alex Jones for 20 years. But the thing is, Alex Jones, I call him Alpha Mouth Alex Jones. I'm the one that's originated calling him Alpha Mouth Alex Jones. He doesn't fact check his shit. He's got a business that he's putting out. He's got good products and stuff like that. But the thing is, he made some bullshit about Idaho here, where some of my friends worked in Chobani's in Twin Falls. They're my friends. It's hard to get a job here. Yeah, it's hard to get a job, a good paying job. Chobani's is paying good. But anyways, these four guys raped this girl in Twin Falls for reals. She was 17, and she's going to go out with this guy that was 18, her boyfriend. But anyway, when they went to pick her up, there was three other guys there, and all of them raped her. Somehow, Alex Jones got that story confused, the people being raped, the people working at Chobani's, and he's saying that the illegal immigrants are coming in, infecting the products and shit like that. And boy, I was pissed at Alex Jones. He doesn't fucking fact check his things. You can get a lot of good information from Alex Jones, but he's got a fucking big mouth. He doesn't fact check his stuff because whatever is coming out, he'll just, somebody will hand him a piece of paper and he'll read it right on the net. But right now, he's in a lot of lawsuits, and he's going to be in a lot of lawsuits. He's got 3 or 4 lawyers backing him up all the time. He makes a lot of money. But the thing is, he needs to fact check. He needs to fucking shut his fucking mouth. He's just quick to expose anything. Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't fact check. I don't know about the shootings, whatever it was, Sandy Hook shootings and stuff like that. I don't know what he said that was bad. But see, Chobani sued him. And they won. Chobani won, of course. But Chobani's a billionaire. He's got money. It's a yogurt company. He's a good guy. Whenever there's disasters and stuff like that, he'll ship yogurt. Yogurt may not be the best thing, but at least he donates stuff like that. He donates to the poor and stuff like that. Chobani sued him for what Alex Jones said, but he didn't want any of his money. He didn't want his money. He just wanted him to shut his fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? But I've watched Alex Jones for 20 years. I still watch him from time to time. I've watched him forever. I've seen a lot of his stuff, but he needs to fact check before he starts fucking blabbing his mouth. He says, "Oh, this is monitor free," but he's got a whole bunch of shit on the fucking desk. A whole bunch of paper and stuff like that. And he's getting a little bit upset. I watched him a couple days ago or whatever. He was starting to get stressful. He's starting to get stressed out. But Alex Jones, he has a lot of good connections. He has a lot of connections. Throughout the United States, throughout the world. He knows a lot of people. He knows people in politics, people in the movies, people in the rock and roll industry, stuff like that. He knows a lot of people. He's got a lot of good connections. But he needs to fact check his shit, He's always in a lawsuit. Always in a lawsuit. That's the problem. Yeah, he does know some of the elite. Yeah, he does. For reals. Yeah. But yeah, see, even his family is probably pretty well to do. His dad's a doctor, and he's known people in the military, stuff like that. He's got a lot of good information. He does. But yeah, I try to straighten him out because when he said something about Chobani, he said that this fucking yogurt tastes like chalk or some fucking bullshit. So I was doing like what's it called? The bots? What are they called? I don't know. Like getting on this and saying bad shit. I was telling everybody, okay, don't drink the Kool-Aid, don't drink the Kool-Aid, about his products because he was putting down Chobani's and I knew the truth. So I had to fucking put him in check, But Alex Jones has a lot of good information. But when he's putting down a good product, putting people out of work, because people aren't going to buy the product, I was trying to do that to him because he had some sort of fucking Kool-Aid or whatever it was, the orange shit. I'd say, don't drink the Kool-Aid, don't buy this, which most of his stuff is overpriced, It's good quality products, but people could do that on their own, if they knew how to grow their own products and stuff. That's a problem. But yeah, I've watched Alex Jones forever. I've watched him for a long time. He did break Bohemian Grove. You know, he went in there and videotaped that. You know, a lot of people heard about Bohemian Grove, but they really thought it was just fucking rumors. But Alex Jones went in there and took a hidden camera and got it. You know, but he does have a lot of information. But the thing is, he needs to fact check, like I say, and he's in court all the time. He's probably got 2 or 3 lawsuits going right now. You know, you can tell he's getting stressed out. Last time I saw him, and you know, he's like me. He's talking about something, and somebody says something, and he fucking loses his train of thought. He's that same way when he's doing his podcast. But he makes, you know, millions and millions of dollars a year, so he has to put on a show. He has to do a lot of stuff, you know. But yeah, I've watched him for a long time. I never saw Steven Crowder. I don't even know who he is. I have no clue. You know, I don't. I didn't watch Grudge or Drudge or whatever. You know, I might have seen that once or twice, but I've seen Alex Jones hundreds and hundreds of times. You know, see what I'm getting excited about. One of these days, if it ever happens, you know, like we're in Revelations. If there's going to be UFOs, if there's any UFOs out there, you know, because I've seen ghosts, actually seen ghosts before, but I've never seen a UFO. I believe in them, but I've never seen one. You know, like the time they had the Phoenix Lights. To me, I think that was just a hologram in the sky. You know, they could. Uh, he works with Alex Jones. Oh, Steven Crowder. Where's he from? What does he look like? If he doesn't have his own show, if he's been on Alex Jones, I've probably seen him. Is he from Texas or a different state? See, there's even people from Idaho here that does Alex Jones shows sometimes. I can't even remember what his name is, you know. But I take Alex Jones with a grain of salt. I do, you know. That's like anything. Oh, he's from Austin? Okay. I'll have to check into it. Steven Crowder. Okay. I will. You know, of course, what's his name? What the hell's his name? I can't even think of the dude that's got the beard. What the fuck is his name? Shit, I can't even think of his name. But, you know, I've watched it even way before Badandi. I don't know if you remember Dan Badandi or whatever. I watched it a long, long time ago when Alex was just by himself. And it had the guy who's still working with him. I can't even remember his name. Owen Shorter. He's on there now. You know, I watch him sometimes. David Knight. But a lot of times I don't fact check. That's the thing. Because they did do an interview with those guys. And Alex really doesn't push him. Yeah, Owen Shore or whatever his name is. If you watch the interview with Owen, I don't know who's doing it, but he says that Alex lets him do whatever he wants. You know, he's his own, kind of like his own boss. Probably same with David Knight. They just find stuff on the internet, and they, what's up, Tim? Not my penis. What's up with you, Juan? But anyway, they don't fact check that much. Same with David Knight, same with Owen, you know. But they mean well. They honestly do. All of them mean well. I know they do, you know. I know they do. But the problem, they have a lot of people that are against them guys too. That's why I'm calling him Alpha Mouth Alex Jones. I watched him for a lot of years. The thing is, I don't like him to interrupt other people. When they're talking, fucking Alex will interrupt them right in the middle of a sentence, you know. And that really upsets me when he does that. Because he has a lot of good guests on there, a lot of good guests. Have a lot of information, you know. But anyway, this is Fat Man at Noon. Thanks for watching. Stay straight, stay strong, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Thanks, Juan. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Hawaii. Forgot her name. Thanks, Ned. Peace out. Peace. Okay. And thanks, this guy from Belgium. Talk to you later. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Have a good weekend.